Hello, my Arsenal future. Hello, my brothers and sisters. How you all doing? Hope everyone's all right. Wow, it's a big day today, a big week and a big day today because today we have the semi-final second leg between Chelsea FC and Arsenal FC, both of London. So it's a London derby in a Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. And we know that the first game, which was 2-3 or 3-2 to Arsenal up at Stamford Bridge, and we're going to give you a quick rundown of that game now. We should have done that a long time ago because that was 2 weeks ago that game was played. And before I go on, please hit the like and the smash the like on the button. You know what to do. It's all underneath the video. You don't. It doesn't cost you a penny. Please as well, if you can, my brothers and sisters, subscribe to the channel as well if you can, and also like the videos. As I said, hype the videos. You know that YouTube new feature. Well, it's not so new now because it's been there for maybe almost a year. So hype the videos if you can, or it's about a year. Hype the videos if you can. Uh, Share the videos, leave your comments, like, and subscribe. Hey, easy as one, two, three. Easy squeezy lemon, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so we're going to give you another piece of content afterwards because we're going to give you a quick preview of the match tonight. And as I'm talking to you, I must say I'm having some tea. So I'm going to interject sometimes and have a sip of my tea while I'm talking to you. Hope you don't mind. Yes, so basically, what happened a couple of weeks ago at the bridge, Arsenal ran out 3-2 winners. In actual fact, I was watching highlights of the game earlier this morning, and we should have had some more goals because I'll tell you that in a minute, but we're going to go through the game step by step. And first up, Ben White scored for Arsenal. In actual fact, Ben White scored his last two goals before that match, the 2 weeks ago, against Chelsea. I don't know if you remember that 5-0 win against Chelsea at the Emirates, the season when we could have won the league, the 23-24 season. And Ben White scored two goals in that game. And that was his last two goals. That was like nearly 2 years ago now, believe it or not. And he scores his next goal almost 2 years later against the same team, Chelsea. And that put us 1-0 up. And then we went 2-0 up. Saliba had a chance to make it 2-0, but he shot over the bar. And then we went 2-0 up with a lovely cross by Ben White. Found Victor Yokeres and he done his celebration. I can't do it because I'm using one hand to hold the phone. So, that march celebration he does after he scores his goal. And he put Arsenal 2-0 up. And deservedly so because we were the dominant side. And anyway, Chelsea pull one back. We got a bit sloppy, and then Garnacho, their £50 million signing from Manchester United in the summer, pull one back for 2-1 after Arsenal got a bit complacent. And a low drive into the net, keeper couldn't get nowhere near it. 2-1. And Zubamendi, for me, the best goal of the night, cuts in, beats a couple of players inside the Chelsea penalty box, and scores an excellent drive from the edge of the box into the net for 3-1 to Arsenal. And we should have added some more goals after that because really what should have happened, Gabriel had a chance, he had a header, but he headed the ball into the ground and it looped up and went over the net. And Mikel Marino had a chance also after we went 3-1 up and I think his shot went wide. It was a good chance though. Then Chelsea came down the other end and Garnacho again scored to make it 2-3 or 3-2 to Arsenal. And so Chelsea got let off because they should have lost maybe 4-5-2. But anyway, got one goal advantage. We're at home. And I remember some years ago when we played them in the Champions League, Chelsea. And I think this is the same season as our Invincible season, the 2003-2004 season. And we played the semi-final of the Champions League. The first leg was at Stamford Bridge, and we drew 1-1. I remember Robert Perez scoring, and we should have won that game as well, but Chelsea got the 1-1 draw, and then the second leg was back at Highbury, and I remember Jose, God rest his soul, Jose Antonio Reyes scored an excellent goal to put Arsenal 1-0 up, and everybody thought we were going to get into the final. We were going to win a league, and then we're going to win a Champions League, and that would have been something, but somehow Chelsea, I seem to remember Frank Lampard had a shot which Lehman parried, or somebody had a shot, Lehman parried it, and Frank Lampard scored a rebound, and then Wayne Bridge in the last few minutes of the game scored against us. I mean, I was so angry But anyway, that was a long time ago. Hopefully this year we can win the Champions League. That would be some sort of redemption. But hey, but anyway, we won 3-2 the first leg at the Bridge in the Carabao Cup, and some people are saying that Arsenal, if they can win this competition, it will be the catalyst for them winning more trophies. So the catalyst in terms of us going on to win the league and possibly the Champions League. And who knows, we might even make a clean sweep and do the quadruple and win the FA Cup. But I don't think we're going to do the quadruple. And I don't mind if we don't, because no one's ever done it. But I want I personally want the big two. I personally want the Premier League and the Champions League. And if we can win those two competitions this season, I'll be a very, very happy man. I tell you what, a bonus will be to win one of the cups to go with it to make it a triple. Either this cup, we're almost in the final already, or the FA Cup, which we've got the best record in because nobody's won it more than Arsenal. So let's see what happens. And I think Arsenal should be picking up two trophies at the end of this season, possibly three. I'm not sure about four, but 2 to 3 trophies we should be picking up at the end of this season. So we should be seeing those armpits on on Martin Odegaard. Probably the only thing he's done, really, no, because he's been a very, very quiet passenger in the team for the last, what, not just this season, but maybe the last 3 seasons. He's not balled out since 2023. So I don't know where he's gone. Us Arsenal fans, we wonder where is he? Where's he gone? Because he's been so anonymous, so quiet. Anyway, so that's the roundup of the game. If you want to add anything, please leave your comments in the comment section down below. As I said, don't forget to like, share, hype, comment and subscribe to the channel. And of course, we're always going to be here. We're going to get bigger and better. And we'll be back later on with the preview of tonight's match, against Chelsea at the Emirates. And I seem to remember, I don't want to say this to spoil anything, to dampen the mood, but I seem to remember when we first moved to the Emirates back in 2006, Chelsea had quite a good record there. Because at that time, Arsenal were in transition, and Chelsea had Mourinho. They were a good side. They were the champions because they won the league that season, and so on. And Chelsea were very, very good at that time. I seem to remember they used to come to the Emirates and score threes and fours. We were poor. They were very good. But now the tables have turned. So hopefully it continues. They've not beaten us for a long time, I've heard. They've not beaten us for maybe about 8 years. So let's see what happens. And hopefully we can continue our excellent one against them and put both feet into the final of the Carabao Cup. At the moment, we've got one foot in the final. Let's put both foots in the final. And we're possibly going to play Manchester City. The other semi-final is Manchester City 2-0 up, going into the second leg at the Etihad. And I can't see Newcastle doing anything there. I think the City will increase their lead and score another 2 or 3 tonight and make sure that they're going to get into the final, which is going to be a mouthwater in the final. Let's not kid ourselves. Arsenal against Manchester City, the two best teams in the league for the last 3 or 4 seasons. I know that Liverpool won the league last season, but many people still think that Arsenal and Liverpool are still the two best teams in the competition in the league, anyway, in the country. So anyway, you guys, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe, and I'll see you a lot later. I'm going to enjoy my tea now. I'll see you a bit later on with the review, with the preview. This is the review of that game from 2 weeks ago. We'll see you a bit later on with the preview of tonight's game between Arsenal and Chelsea and the Carabao Cup at the Emirates. You take it easy, guys. See you later. Adios.